are they building Maracana Stadium somewhere?
I'm even surprised that no stadium has even been developed under Ibrahim Gusso.
What are they using the funds that the NFF is getting for? What are they using it for? Because when they go for friendlies, the host pays for the flights to and fro.
Yeah.
They have a jersey sponsor who handles all the kits, and they make money from jerseys.
From those jerseys, of course.
So
they release beautiful jerseys.
Everything is done for them. They're just like housewives. They sit at home, the husband goes to work, and they just enjoy.
Yeah.
Do absolutely nothing, bringing nothing to the table. What they bring to the table is to come to the table and eat. Like they prepare a table before them, and by the rivers, by the side of the water, like that version of the Bible says, they are the ones that the tree was planted by the water side for them to just come and be harvesting.
Yeah.
So it's quite unfortunate. All of this scenario makes the NFL looks like it's bad for business for a man who wants to look at his future and not feel bad. Because if the World Cup comes up in June and he sees teams like Tunisia with a coach which he feels is better than coaching those teams and doing well, and he's sitting back home stuck with the Super Eagles of Nigeria and he's dragging and begging the NFL, please, I'm owing my landlord though. When am I receiving my salary so that I can pay my landlord? You remember what Radiwadro said?
Yeah.
He said he almost lost his home.
He almost lost his home, yeah.
Because how would you convince your wife that you went to the FIFA World Cup and you are telling me you came back home without anything, no bonus, your salary is still being owed? So are we going to eat sand?
Yeah, well, we are going to open our mouth to the air.
Yes, even if he's abroad, at least they have to pick job, denying himself opportunities to get other jobs that are stable.
Abroad,
So if he start relying on that salary and he's being owed, you are putting him in a delicate situation. You are putting him in a situation where he will start regretting and feeling bad why he should stay with the Super. So a lot of things are really not working out as far as that is concerned.
Yeah.
And I will not blame Eric Chelle for making those demands. If those demands are not taken seriously by the NFL, I will not blame Eric Chelle. Eric Chelle, look for a good job that they will pay you constantly, and who knows?
Well, that's
Maybe
a big call.
up.
Jerry, I want us to look at these points and in the 19 list, the 19 points list. I want us to look at it one by one. Maybe some of them are somehow ambiguous. I mean, the GPS provision, the internet provision. Is he trying to say that he's not there? Those things were not there in his current contracts, while he was manager of Super Eagles. Providing internet, providing GPS, asking for flights for his wife and children. I don't want to go to those ones now, but I want to pick out this.
Please add it. Let's emphasize.
But I want to pick this one. Is requesting that the NFF they issue working contracts for his staff, and also there should be no interference in team selection. I think that one is important because over the years we've been having this issue that this is my slot thing. Do you think the NFF, considering that history that they've had with this slot picking and all of that quota system, don't you think they will have a problem with Eric Chelle? But they will still be like, look, you've been the one that our players, they've fallen in love with your tactics. It's like they take to you now. They want to see you going forward. How do you think they will balance that quota and slot system with what Eric Chelle is demanding?
Yeah, you rightly wanted to mention a lot of things on the list about his wife.
I will go to some points, but I want you to touch on this one.
Talking about player selection, it's quite obvious that the NFF are still intruding in the selection process of Eric
And he
Chelle.
knows.
Yeah. And take a look at the selection of players like Usman Mohammed.
Yeah.
Usman Mohammed had no business being that team. Because at the end of the day, he didn't even kick a ball in any of the games. Tochukwu Nandi, yes. It was used to launder his image ahead of the move he eventually got.
So Olympique Marseille in France.
Olympique Marseille. His agent and whoever is who in the NFF selected him so that it would be easy for him to make the move.
Really?
Yeah. Legends do that.
That's a big claim.
It's not a big claim, it's a fact. Agents are doing that. And if they have a godfather inside the Football Federation, it's just to put a call through and Eric Chelle must obey.
Okay.
It might even be from the third party who is even paying his salaries and say, come, this man that is paying your salary says that he has a boy. I don't know how you do it, unless you want your salary to be delayed.
Are they supposed to be saying that? When you are supposed to be the one paying my salary, you're telling me somebody somewhere is telling me that if I don't put his boy, you won't include me or you won't pay me.
Since it's like you've been in Nigeria for a while. So welcome back to
Nigeria. I know how it's going. But so I'm not saying that it's not supposed to be like that.
It's not supposed to be, but welcome to Nigeria where things don't happen logically. things happen like the 10th wonder of the world. Things that are normally not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Those are the things that happen. Anomalies are normalies in Nigeria, which is really, really sad. The thing is that it's not like these people don't know the right thing to do. We've talked about the player selection process.
Yeah.
Eric Chelle wants a situation where he should be able to select his players.
Yes.
Because I was even surprised he made a bold move to drop Tolu Arokodare, for instance, and bring in Akon Adams, which was a master stroke. Eventually worked out for the team. Shows that the man knows what he's doing.
What he's doing.
So
Benjamin Fredericks,
given the opportunity, though there he was scouted for him.
Yeah.
He took him to the Unity Cup and so that he has the capacity. And he has given him time in the team. Gradually, Tristan Kong has left the team, and we are not worried. We're looking good.
of course.
Yeah. Shemi Ajayi, anytime he gets injured, we are not going to worry about him.
Igbogu is there too.
They talk about who is going to partner Osimhen in attack. It has been solved without any faults. That was what Finidi was trying to do for how many years, for how many months. He could not succeed. Even Guavon could not achieve it. Even Pesero tried with Lookman, which was effective at the last the AFCON before this last one.
Yeah.
So Eric Chelle has proven he knows what he's doing. So with all due respect, the NFF should allow him make his selection. But we all know, no matter how it is only if the man's skin is fully white. That is when the NFF will be afraid to decide for him. I think they even succeeded with Gerotro. They eventually turned him to their boy. He succeeded because the man looked desperate.
Yeah.
I think at the point he was no longer looking like a white man.
I don't think Eric Chelle looks desperate right now.
Yeah, Eric Chelle
with his new agency, I don't think he looks desperate.
Eric Chelle is now someone who understands his worth and is trying to make sure that the mistakes he made due to the fact that he wanted the job at that time does not continue. Because somehow the coach loses his confidence knowing that the players were selected for him. There's this thing he does to a man knowing that his wish is not being carried out. He's not being allowed to do his job to the best of his capacity because he knows he's better than what the NFF is giving him. Because he knows that Usman Mohammed does not deserve to be in that team. He will be feeling bad that he has that player and taking the spot of a player who he feels would have come in and done something different. What if he had a slot for a player who would have come into the Morocco game and scored the winning goal? Because I'm making an instance of Sunday Mba. How Sunday Mba was almost dropped ahead of the 2013 AFCON.
Yeah.
Stephen Keshi stood his ground and even wanted to take it to the presidency.
Yeah.
Before he was allowed to bring in Godfrey Babona and Sunday Mba to the team. We all know how instrumental.
In 2013, of course.
How instrumental he was. He was the one who scored the winning goal. Imagine Sunday Mba.
Babona was a rock at the back.
Was a rock at the back.
Yeah.
So let's not be the enemy fashion against the NFF and the Super Eagles team.
Yeah.
Because the NFF, from time immemorial, has become the weapon fashion against the coach and the team. Which is really sad.
And it's not really working out for us. I mean, hopefully we'll just be praying that Eric Chelle, because I know you want Eric Chelle to also stay, even though if another club comes for him, he should go because of the history. you yourself, you had with the NFF.
I've said it before. That Eric Chelle, if you have a good package that makes a whole lot of sense, take it. Yeah, maybe in future, if the NFF needs you, if they now understand your worth, they can call you back. Maybe when you don't have a job again.
Yeah.
But if you are doing well wherever you are going to, because I know
they will always find you.
They will always find you.
They will always find you.
And for instance, if he gets a club and they're paying him £200,000, I'm sure the NFL will not even near him. Because how would they cancel that contract? I'll give you 250.
They are not even. They won't even think about it. In fact, if he wants to come back to the Super Eagles and he's doing well somewhere, he wants to come back.
They will prefer to even go and call Eguavon and say, you are paying your salary.
They will pay out of their nose for him. Well, he has been linked with a move to Ligue 1 club Marseille, but I think, unfortunately, that one is no longer going to materialize because Habib Beye, a former player, has been appointed. And he was also the captain. But I think Eric Chelle, I think other teams will come for him. If it's not teams that are qualified for the World Cup, I think a club side is still going to come for him because I think this new agency, they really will be working very, very well to get him a bigger job than the Super Eagles. Anyway, still staying in Nigeria, of course, this one is a rather sad one. I mean, Rivers United we reported on this show in past episodes that they had rescheduled games in the NPFL. Of course, there are still 4 games. They still have 4 games. And still 4 games adrift of the current table leaders. That's talking about Ikorodu City. But they played one of their rescheduled games against Kwara United. Of course, it happened in Kwara and Ilorin. But Kwara United, it turned out to be a very, very ugly situation. Kwara United took the lead. And of course, Rivers United equalized in the 93rd minute. And it came ultimate fan violence. And that was really, really bad. We don't want that. We saw what happened with Kano Pillars and Shooting Stars at the beginning of the season. And unfortunately, it is sad that it is still happening in the NPFL. Kwara United, however, they've condemned the crowd disturbance that followed their 1-1 draw with Rivers United FC in Ilorin, describing the incident as deeply troubling. And the match, played at the Rashidi Yekini main bowl of the George Agbasika Stadium, was marred by chaos that broke out after the referee signaled full time, with reports indicating that Chief Oke Paluku, of course, one of the chairmen in the NPFL, was targeted during the unrest, and the club expressed a strong displeasure over the incident, emphasizing that discipline, fairness, and respect for officials and opponents are fundamental principles that must guide football engagements, and respect for match officials, administrators, visiting teams, and fellow supporters is non-negotiable. That's what Kwara United, the club, that's what they stated. And of course, Kwara United also acknowledged the passion of its fan base, insisting that actions of a few individuals should not define the broader supporter community known for peaceful conduct. And the club has extended apologies to Chief Paluku, the Rivers United delegation, match officials, security agencies, and spectators affected by the disturbance. Kwara United has pledged to collaborate with security agencies and league authorities to identify and sanction those responsible, and has announced plans to intensify fan education and engagement initiatives to promote responsible behavior at match venues. I mean, it is sad that even in big 2026, Jerry, we are still hearing about all of these things. Kano Pillars, they seem to be synonymous with this. In fact, for 4 seasons straight, fan violence at Sani Abacha Stadium. Yes, they were taken to a neutral ground. No fans also in the stadium. They were also fined a lot of money. Why is this still happening? Why is it that Kwara United and Kwara United fans haven't learned from this one? Because trust me, the NPFL, they've clamped down on them. And I'm going to read out the punishment meted out on them. But why is this still happening in our football? And we are blaming ourselves that we are 12th in Africa. This is painting a bad image on our league. What do you think, Ajay?
Yeah, I didn't know that the Kwarans, they are this brave.
They are known for violence.
Yeah, if they are known for violence.
It doesn't. No, that's not. I don't know they are known for violence.
Yeah, it is that
it's somehow shocking and surprising.
Bandits have been terrorizing Kwara State. Why are these guys not utilizing this talent in chasing the bandits?
Come on,
back to where they are coming from. But
this is football that's supposed to be uniting us all and giving us joy.
Yeah, the thing is that why I'm really, really not happy with that statement, disturbance, is that do you know that they injured the general manager of the Rivers United team?
Exactly.
And there are pictures of it online, which are gory.
Yeah.
And they held the players captive. Some of the officials that I spoke to said it was like they were under siege. That it was like they were in Afghanistan. American soldiers caught up in the middle of terrorists. That it was like a war front. That they thought
that is very
they
bad.
thought that today was going to be their end. Why am I saying so? See, as a footballer right now, as far as the NPFL is concerned, I think at the end of the season, all the players should be given an award
for surviving
survival
everything.
skills award. Because for you to even have the mind to leave your comfort zone and travel by road alone is also something that should be celebrated. They even going to that hostile ground to play away games and even come out alive. It's also another story to tell. And even when you get there and you win a game, he didn't even win the game. Even the match official's life was threatened. They had to be smuggled out of the pitch because of an equalizer. They felt that the equalizer came in the 9 minutes because the ref supposed to have given foul against their own goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So it now boils down to the fact that if the players get high, of course, we all know what happened in the stadium.
Yeah.
A lot of people are allowed to sell um,
Drinks and all of that.
drinks, local drinks and local malts, within the venues. And these guys are drinking it already high.
I don't think they will be allowed to play football like that.
No, I'm not talking about the players. I'm talking about the fans.
The fans, of course.
The fans, and those guys enjoy premium seats. They don't pay. These guys are who dare stops them? And the number of policemen in that game cannot even stand just 10 of those boys. Those boys are street boys. They come to cause problem anywhere. They don't even need an excuse. They just need one little opportunity to showcase their talent in terms of being violent. And unfortunately, I think Kwara United, I don't know, they are not chasing the league title.
Yeah.
And I don't even know whether they have any ambition for the past 4 or 5 seasons. I think they just enjoy the fact that they are playing the league, and they have teams like Rivers United coming to play them in their home games. That sense of playing in the league, that's what they are after. So apart from that, I think when fans do this, and the club side is trying to downplay it, that club should be fined heavily and maybe banished to the NNL. There are a lot of club sides who want to play the NPFL, who are serious.
Yeah.
If these teams are not serious, banish them to the NNL. Or tell them, stop playing football. Just play amateur, have academies, and enjoy yourself. Play against yourselves every weekend. Because even the league they're even playing, what are they getting? Apart from collecting state funds. And at the end of the day, they have nothing to show for it.
So, Jerry, let me read out the punishments before I go to the punishment meted out by the APFL, board on Kwara United. Let me first read the statement. The statement has come out
from the club side.
From the club side, and they are saying it's with profound regret and deep concern that Kwara United Football Club addresses the unfortunate incidents. But I want to put something out there. They also said to ensure accountability and deter future occurrences, is fully committed to cooperating with relevant authorities in identifying and prosecuting all individuals found to have perpetrated or incited this violence. We know in the NPFL that they are not going to find those individuals because they can't even identify them. They don't even know who they are. And just like you said, these are players that have like VIP seats. They just come in. They don't. Some of them don't even get to pay to come and watch the game. I don't think they are going to find out these individuals.
See, let me tell you, those individuals in question, the owners, the managers of the club, they know them. There's no how they will not tell them they don't know them because they always come to their games. They live within the stadium area. It's easy for them to make.
So you're saying they'll know them, but they won't identify. They won't bring them out.
Yes, they will not want to bring them out because those are the guys that help them checkmate their opponents, put fear in their mind that this is a hostile ground. You are not coming here to win. It's one part of the tactics a lot of home teams devise in Africa, the continent of Africa. They like those kind of fans who take it to the extreme. It's only that this time around they took violence to the next level. They go about chanting, "Come as you are coming here." I said I've been a situation where I follow the NPFL side to an away game. I know the hostility that I faced just because I traveled with the away side.
Even here in Lagos, there used to be a time that you don't want to go to Agege to watch MFM.
I've gone to the Agege Stadium countless of times, and each time I go,
I don't want to go there.
With my gadgets. I don't go with my
Exactly,
gadgets.
because you might not come back with it.
Yeah, I go there individually, just like a fan who comes to watch the games.
But what is the level, Jerry? What is the level of football?
Some notes and tell the guys, please just send me some sound bites.
What is the level of football that we play? How good is this NPFL that we're having? I know in a football game, yes, we should have fans that are passionate, of course, passionate about their clubs. We know how fans are passionate abroad about their teams, the local lads, and all of that. But what level of football are we playing really in Nigeria that is inciting all of this? It's a football game. Decisions might come your way, and they might not come your way. Or play to the whistle. No matter how tough it gets, just play to the whistle and respect the referee's decision, and everybody moves on. 93rd minutes, I know they were looking for that win. Okay, let's just like we were talking about the Arsenal game. Arsenal considered in like the 95th minutes. Why did they say, okay, the Emirates fans or the Arsenal fans will come into the stadium and come and cause trouble? We've seen very, very strong decisions go against big teams, abroad, and they are not causing any trouble. Why does it keep happening here in Nigeria, Jerry?
Yeah, it's just pure transfer of aggression. You know, you are the product of society.
But it should be controlled.
It should be controlled.
Everybody
but
can transfer
We have a
aggression.
lot of youths who are not busy because they say the idle mind is the devil's workshop. So when you are not busy, you engage in abusing drugs, abusing alcohol, and become a nonchalant person in the society. Each time you see people who are doing well or making good with their life, you get angry and frustrated at every opportunity to melt out your anger on the society. This is just a pure evidence of idle mind. And those who are in the devil's workshop, you know, those who are working in the devil's workshop, what do you expect them? When they work, they want to, when you work to chop, you know. So they are bringing out the activities of what they've led to the devil's workshop. So I think the reflection of the society pictures on our football a lot. And I just hope that we'll get it right in terms of making sure that things are done properly. Economically, financially, we're doing well as a country. We don't have a lot of people who go about making trouble and wanting to cause problems. And if our security is well beefed up, I know Nigerians know how to maintain themselves when they see really well uniformed, uptight security. They behave and conform. Imagine there were soldiers all around the side of the pitch. I'm telling you,
it's not going to happen.
Nobody will even cough.
Of course.
Everybody will maintain. You know, but when they know that the security apparatus that is on ground cannot stop them, they will surely go haywire and begin to misbehave. But it shouldn't be like that.
All right, Jerry, but so let me quickly read out the punishment given to Kwara United. They've been fined 2 million naira for failing to provide adequate and effective security, and of course, 1 million naira for failing to ensure proper conduct of their supporters. That's totaling 3 million, and they will further pay a fine of 2 million naira for assaulting the match officials and Rivers United officials, as well as another 1 million for unsporting behavior capable of bringing the game to disrepute. And Kwara United will also pay a fine of 1 million naira again for holding the match officials and Rivers United hostage. Yes, the match officials also for Rivers United officials hostage for several hours after the match, and another 2 million naira as compensatory costs for treatment and damages on match officials and also on Rivers United officials. 3 points and 3 goals shall be deducted from Kwara United's accrued points and goals for assaults on match officials, and they will also play their remaining home matches at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena in Abeokuta. I mean, don't you think this is enough for Kwara United, or do you think there's a further ban that should be given to them?
Yeah, subject to appeal, but I don't know what kind of appeal they are going to make because evidence is crying everywhere.
It's everywhere,
so,
of course.
I think that's enough. That is if they pay their fines and subjected that the rest of their games this season is going to be played away at the MKO Stadium. I think it's even better than the Kwara Stadium in terms of quality. They should be happy they'll be having a fine pitch to play on. And I don't know whether they'll be able to...
Don't you think they are overloading games in that sports arena in Abeokuta? Because that's where Shooting Stars is also playing their own game.
That's what we've become. If they can play all the games there this season and turn it to a bridge season, I think I will not be surprised. Maybe all the Southwest games will be played at the MKO Stadium. They'll be shuffling between Onikon and MKO Stadium.
And
they
MKO,
can do that.
of course.
I think if they can even do that, maybe to reduce
the pressure, of course, and maybe the pressure
and
on
even the
Oyo
you have
Stadium.
2 major pitches. All the security men meet up at that place, secure those games, play it by each time. I think it will reduce some bit of violence and the insecurity that's bedeviling the league. So I think it's a good idea. I hope the LMC is listening.
Hopefully, but I think if you keep giving them all these fines of them paying money, I think they'll just look at it and say, okay, fine, we can afford it. And they will you still want to let them do all those things. Shift them to a neutral ground. Their fans should not come there and let's see how they are going to. Look at Kano Pillars, they haven't recovered from that one. They are still languishing in the relegation zone. Maybe when they get to the NLL, they should continue what they want to go and be doing there because, of course, how much the revenue is going to take from them going from the NPFL that is already hard to the NNL. Maybe this will teach us Kwara United also a lesson because even they are not even playing that well. Now that they are seeing that they almost got 3 points and the referee now blew against them and gave Rivers United a goal. Maybe that's what is, really,
they want to win at all costs.
Yeah, they want to win at all costs. But let's move on to the Super Falcons of Nigeria. I mean, time has been fast spent, but let's move on to Super Falcons. Also, they've recalled their midfielder Ngozi Okiogene and the forward Gift Monday to the squad for upcoming friendly matches against Cameroon. And head coach Justin Madugu has named a 25-player list which also includes captain Rashida Ajibade and forwards Esther Okoronkwo and also goalkeeper Chiamaka Onadozie. We also have Chinwendu Uezuo also there, and notable inclusions are England-based goalkeeper Comfort Erabo, who earns her first call-up, and defender Chidima Okeke, who returns to the team. And this is the squad list for the game as the girls are preparing for the WAFCON. Goalkeeper, we have Unadozie Chiamaka Erabo Comfort, Ngbechi Adeline, and Oloko Fatima. In the defenders, Osinachi Ohale, she's still there. Michelle Alozie, Oluwatosin Dimeyin, Ashley Prompter is also there. Oladipo Shukrat is there. Ogbona Glory, Isa Sikiratu, Okeke Chidima, and Ucheibe Christie. And in the midfielders, Ainde Alimatu, Okobi Okegone Ngozi is there. Jennifer Echegini is also there. Deborah Abiodun is also there. And Christopher Precious. And in forwards, we have Rashida Ajibade Gift Monday, who I think have been clamoring for a while that she should be back. It's good to see her back with the squad. Iezo Chinwendu, Okoronkwo Ijoma, and Babajide Omorisola. We also have Ijami Lucy Folashade and Joy Ogochukwu Omewa. No call up for Assistant Oshoala? Do you think she's going to be called up during the tournament proper?
I was going to say that I don't know the situation of Assistant Oshoala. I hope she's not injured.
And she's scoring goals at Halila. Maybe Madugu is trying something new.
Yeah, it looks like maybe they are planning for with
life after Oshoala.
Oshoala. Maybe because I don't know. Not inviting her for this friendly is showing that there are signs she might not be at the WAFCON.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I think we're still covered in the attack. We have Ijami Lucy. She was really awesome at the last tournament.
Yeah.
Echegini is also awesome, playing for PSG and ladies.
Gift Monday is
back.
Okoronkwo as well.
I think that's the most exciting story for me. Gift Monday is back. Assistant Oshoala gets to play the big girls, stay at home, and see what the girls can bring to the table. So Rashida Ajibade is still captain the side, and the indomitable Lioness is not going to be a pushover. It's going to be a very big test for this team. They're going to play 2 friendlies back to back. So at least this would be a very good friendly for me to see what to expect at the WAFCON. That is if Morocco is still hosting, or if we're not going to.
But as it stands, it's like it's Morocco that will host. Let's just be honest.
I think they've gone to beg their
There's nothing official that they are not going to host, and time is going.
They begged their senior brother to please.
So, my wife is always saying on the show that if Morocco gets to host, they will win. I don't think so. It's going to happen this time around. I think the Super Falcons will still win.
I don't know what they used to beg Morocco. What was the agreement they had? What the party arrangement they had? So if the party arrangement said they should win the WAFCON, I think it's going to take an exceptional side like the Super Falcons to stop it from happening like they did the last time.
Of course. Okay, let's look at the UEFA Champions League. We saw games that went down. Newcastle United winning 6-1 against Qarabag. We saw goals from Anthony Gordon. It was like the star of the night. But let's begin this one. Atletico Madrid, of course, they drew 3-3 with Club Brugge in the Champions League playoff first leg with Nigerian forward Ademola Lookman scoring and Rafael Onyedika, also the midfielder, netting for the Belgian side. Club Brugge and Lookman impressed with his performance, having joined Atletico in January. And the match was intense, with Atletico initially leading 2-0 through Julian Alvarez's penalty and Lookman's goal. However, Club Brugge, who for me are one of the most exciting teams in Europe, to be honest, the way they play their football, they fought back to level the score at 2-2 with Onyedika scoring and Nicolo Cesoldi also getting one. And Atletico regained the lead via an own goal. But Christos Zolis equalized in the 90th minute, securing a 3-3 draw. And the result sets up an exciting second leg next Tuesday at the Riyadh Air Metropolitano, and with last 16 berths at stake. And Atletico captain Koke admitted his team struggled to hold on to the lead, saying they had to concentrate more. But the Spanish side are struggling in La Liga and hope to achieve success through a cup route. I mean, that game was like a dim-dong affair. Before we came on here, you called it like a basketball match. And it really looked like it. But it's good to see Ademola Lookman and, Rafael Onyedika, the Nigerian boys, getting on the score sheet for their respective teams. Who do you think goes ahead from this one in the second leg?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. But at the Wanda Metropolitano, you don't bet against an Atletico side.
We saw what they did to Barcelona.
Yeah, we saw what they did to Barcelona. So it's going to be a difficult one. Club Brugge, I expected at least they should have got this result at home to give them a chance in the second leg. So it's going to be a difficult one, playing 3-3 away, but you cannot rule out Club Brugge. They've been a side to really beat in this competition. Onyedika with a goal and an assist, quite tremendous. It shows that his form over time in the Champions League. It looks like he enjoys playing the Champions League.
He also scored against Monaco. Against Man City, he also did well.
Of the big sides, and that shows a player who wants to play among top quality players. And for Ademola Lookman, I think he's he has found a new lease of life. He's happy. He's excited, and the fact that playing for Atletico Madrid, the hunger has even increased.
Yeah.
And that is what, when you join a club where there is competition, where you know that every opportunity counts, you want to bring out your A game. And that is what is riding for Ademola Lookman right now. And that is what the likes of, anyway, I don't know, his brother Victor is not really having. But though, Galatasaray, I was surprised to see Icardi still has it, scoring a
Of
hat-trick.
course, it still has it.
Wow, coming back from that to win. I thought that game was already up for Galatasaray, but somehow they came into that game.
Yeah.
And all our Nigerian players are doing very
They
well.
did really well,
In the playoffs right now. And of course, who says I would have loved to see Club Brugge and Atletico together going through, but unfortunately one has to stay.
All right, as we go on the show today, which of the games stood out for you in the Champions League? And of course, I also want to touch on one. What is your take on what happened between Benfica and Real Madrid, the Vinicius Junior story? A lot of people have been coming out. I think it's safe to say no to racism. But what do you think about that whole situation?
Vinny is the most racially abused player. I don't know. He's always caught to the controversy.
And the question is, why always him?
He has had up to more than 20 racial abuse that have been out there. I think somehow maybe he calls for it, but I think he should maybe not. You know, a lot of teams have already studied that it gets to him.
Yeah.
I think he should stop allowing it get to him. If he stops allowing it get to him, I think it will virtually reduce. But it looks like other teams have studied him and know that to get in his skin, you have to racially abuse it.
Just rile him up, say something.
Yes, but it's really sad. Stop picking on the young man.
Yeah.
He has offered so much to football. He deserves the respect. And he should celebrate whichever way he likes. But I think for Vinny, if he knows whatever is going to draw a lot of attention to him, maybe you should keep the celebration more respectful.
But is there anything wrong with dancing? I mean, you've seen other people, you've seen other club, other players dancing.
Benfica were not happy that he was dancing with the flag.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's a celebration. We know Brazilians are known for that.
Portuguese people, they take some things like an insult, mostly the Benficans. And him holding the flag, scoring a goal that really hurt them. I think it was in the 80th minute or so.
Yeah.
So they were really looking forward to at least getting a draw and giving them a chance at the Bernabeu. It was all hot coming from the Benfica side, but they should never, there's no excuse to racially abuse a player.
All right. I mean, also on
then the biggest game has to be Bodo Glimt.
Of course, defeating Inter Milan.
I never saw that coming.
I told you Bodo Glimt were a threat.
I never saw that coming. Inter Milan were made to look second
best, of course.
Come on.
It's just the way they play in that stadium. But don't you think Inter will turn that around in the second leg?
If they turn around, to be more shame to that Bodo Glimt's performance. They deserve to go through.
They deserve to go through.
Inter doesn't deserve to go
I think they've also shown that they can win the way they defeated Atletico Madrid also in Spain, and they gave Man City a hell of a time. Even Tottenham Hotspur.
They're the team to watch.
I think they're the team to watch. But do you think they can go on to win the Champions League?
Definitely not. Definitely not. Because
there are still teams waiting for them upstairs.
It's going to go against them.
Of course.
This competition. In terms of the quality of the manager they have, and the players who can go the extra, they're a good side.
I was surprised that Dikolo Barela's market value is more than the entire squad of Bodo Glimt. It's not about money sometimes.
That's how big that story is. That loss, it's a big one for Bodo Glimt and a bad one for